Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And there's the handoff. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. We're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback are going to make a play through the air. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
The Trojans getting set on first and 10. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller. Allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You're working out the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He missed it. With that miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runs through the defender. Solid game. Moves the ball to the 36. Second down after that run on the previous play. As the first down is still going. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. He's brought down, but a solid game. Moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Trying to find room. It's Young. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
It's a quick grab. It's a quick spin move. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know, Touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. And he's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The offense starts with excellent field position. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
So anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Well, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical. It's a line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Looking to throw it deep. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in lost territory.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running through the tackle. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone.
Hey, Cam! Moves! Double right! Ready!
Try and muscle for the first down. Got space, looking to score. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Okay, ready?
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
Here we go!
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. One of those critical third down plays coming up.
Let's go.
Always looking to throw. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half, and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The pocket breaking down, and he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
But the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense is coming after him. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Oh, come on, Gruff. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you can tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he runs
it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. You lose the rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. The pass is off target. Again, hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Oh, and he's got some space here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets some space around the 30. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
A gain of 2 yards, now it's 2nd down and 8.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any places at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Peterson. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back, makes the catch. It's Jordan. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. The DB's right near the line now showing press coverage. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Making people miss. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, yeah, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Game offense back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? The pass rush closing in. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Throws it to the right. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Using his legs here to bring him down short of the marker. And now it's going to be fourth down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Under pressure, hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First-half performance trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The short completion of the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Looking for some space. It's Young. And the freshman brings him down quickly. second down play coming up.
Here we go.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. He's past the marker and still going. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
On the ready.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Flex.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the stick.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Got it.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Set.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the...
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on. We now try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback just takes a knee here. It went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. just takes a knee. And that's one option. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And the quarterback decides to take a knee for some reason. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Gilbert. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Man tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
42 Spider.
Here's the handoff. Will he score here? Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal.
Pound 55 weak.
It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the beatdown continues. Well, the energy really building that group. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the quarterback just kneels down. They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the quarterback will take a knee. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team downs the ball right there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Using his legs, it's speed. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They'll run it to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a 1st down.
Razor. Flip.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll work the clock here with the running game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone.
Let's go.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Ready up.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today.
Okay, ready?
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal.
Ready, go.
And it's a kneel down. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. After a long drive, it's a 3rd down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. You get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.